Now then, people, good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. This is my third video, and that's the first time I've said that today. I've been on with Don Hassam and this man here. I've been on the show earlier on, which Evie hosts, which it's nice to have a night off. But now we're here to talk about Forest with my good friend, Mr. Wolfie. Well, I don't know if people know your actual name, actually. I better not expose that. So we'll just go with Mr. Wolfie.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve, yeah, from Nottingham Forest Fan TV.
I love doing
Name.
that to my chat, but every now and again with my chat, what do you reckon my name is? Man, you should see the answers that come in.
Oh,
Man.
really? Oh, I bet that's
And
cracking.
by the way, can I just say, Mark, don't big up the countdown. Like, that's Joe's countdown. All right.
Yeah, man.
Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me, Mark.
Yeah, look at all these people in the chat here from the Forest Fan TV. Viva
I might
la
like
Aspia.
Joe's links in the description. So go
Yeah, come on over. Basically, I've set up this stream, and Wolfie's not having to work for it and just setting it on his stream.
I like this. I'm leeching, man.
Can't come up with his own ideas, so this is where we're at. Do you even do opposition previews on your channel?
Do you know what? Normally I do, but these European games, bro, like I can't squeeze everything in anymore.
You're a busy guy, man. Busy guy,
in it, man. In it. It's like because we were talking about we're doing this before Forest's actual next game, which isn't technically Leeds. We got Strum Graz tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's like,
how do you feel about the fact that you've only got 2 games 2 days to prepare for Leeds? Is that a negative?
Yeah, and it's away. So I bet you've been freaking bigging it up.
I'm buzzing,
so
yeah.
We're away. So they won't come back till either late Thursday night, I doubt, or Friday. They'll get maybe a training session under their belts, and then it's straight into the Leeds game. So it is worrying. Like, I'm trying to think how we've done after our results after European games, but then again, we've been crap with or without European games before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm positive about it. Obviously, it means we get you having. We've had 8 days rest. You'll have had 2. So it's a massive.
Is that too much rest?
Maybe. Mate,
well, how did you lose to Fulham? Can we start there? Because I didn't see the game.
To Fulham?
Not Fulham. Who did you lose?
Brighton.
Brighton. How did you lose to Brighton, bro? What happened?
We got walloped, man.
Are you going through a little bad patch right now? So the plan here, right? You're going to make me feel good, and I'm going to make you feel good.
I don't think we've ever had a good patch, really. We've been pretty indifferent, but this is what our season was bound to be like. Yourself, you've been here when you came up with Steve Cooper. You went from, you went through weeks probably where you were like, oh no, we're going to go down. This manager needs to be sacked. Or when's our next win going to come? All that sort of stuff. And,
are you in that headspace now? Are you in the old crap?
No, I'm pretty chill, mate. I expected this, Wolfie. I expected this. I don't think a lot of the fan base did, but for me, I expected this. So, yeah, it's shit at the minute, but I'm hopeful of. Listen, I'd like us to get a point. I'd like us to get a point at the City Ground. Notoriously, it's not a good place for us to go, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, we got a good record against you.
Yeah, I don't remember many wins there. Obviously, Sean Dyche, I think it wouldn't surprise me. I could see like 0-0 or something at Wolfie, if I'm being totally honest. But I know, but do you know what? I'd take it. I mean, I've put on here 6-point preview. You said to me beforehand, you're not willing to call it that. Is it?
I'm not ready.
No.
I wonder in my chat, are you calling it a 6-pointer or not? I don't know, man. I think if you beat us, we're in big trouble.
Yes.
How many points are you on? How many? You on 11?
Yes, 11 points from 10 games. Yeah.
So if you beat us, you go what? 14. We're on 6, bro. That's a long day. But if we beat you, we go to 9, 11, 2-point gap. Then we got an easy trip away to Anfield. Who you got after us?
Villa, mate. I'd run after you brutal. We got Villa.
Oh, yours is horrible, isn't it, man?
We got City. We got Chelsea. We got Liverpool. Yeah, it's bad.
So you really need to target this as 3 points.
Yeah, we need points in this. Yeah, we need points in this. I can't lie. We do.
Yeah, I think it. Look, joking aside, if we lose to you, we are in trouble because with West Ham playing Burnley as well, there's like.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah, yeah. There's all the teams around us playing each other. We've got Europe. You're going to be fresher.
Yeah.
Chris Wood's apparently back for the Leeds game. Don't know how fit he will be. Don't know what the story is with Douglas Luiz. He went off with a hammy in the last game. There's some injury issues to worry about. Big up Catch, man. Catch in the chat, man. Good looking bloke, that Catch, man.
The catch up.
The catch up, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm concerned. Like, this is my first I'm worried match. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like I've been saying, all right, I'm not looking at the table until 10 games in, see where we are and what have you. All right, we're 10 games in now. Now we got to sort things out. I think we've got 3 winnable games coming up on paper. Okay. Like, we got you, Liverpool, Brighton, and Wolves, I think it is off the top of my head. On paper, like, you would say, okay, if Liverpool are back, then Liverpool are back. But the other 3 we can compete in, and we should be able to try and get something out of. The home games we have to win, you and Brighton. We have to take 6 points there. Because even if we win, even if we beat you, we don't really move.
Yeah, yeah. No,
that's the thing.
How has Sean Dyche's reign started, mate? Is it 2 games he's had?
3?
You had the Porto win, which was a big one, right?
Bournemouth loss, Man U, man. Joe, you know we both, if there's one thing we share in life, it's our hatred for Man United.
Yes.
Bro, the levels of cheating that team did and has done against my team, it needs to be reported. Like, it's getting disgusting, man. And the shamelessness of their so-called fan base to try and claim that, oh, well, we got a corner that wasn't meant to be a corner, but so did you. Yeah, but you scored from that corner. That's the difference. Oh, Ahmed handled the ball in the area. The ref was looking straight at it, but they didn't give it, and VAR didn't check it. Yeah, but that's not our fault. It's the ref's fault. And it's like, it's so frustrating. We should have won that game. We actually played really well. Well, I say really well in comparison to how we've been playing. Bournemouth, we were so bad. Probably one of the worst performances in that first half that I've seen in the Premier League. It was that bad. And then,
how's his style been, mate? Like, obviously, you've had 3 managers.
It's not already been DycheBall.
Okay.
It almost feels like a merger of 3 systems that he's trying to, like, I don't know if my chat would agree with me, but it's like against Porto, it felt kind of somewhere in between Nuno ball more so than DycheBall. Against Bournemouth, it felt like DycheBall because he was just 10 men behind the ball, punt it long, see what happens. And then against United, it was like a bit of DycheBall, bit of Nuno ball, little bit of a mix. I don't know, man. It hasn't been exactly, Larry's saying 2.0. It hasn't been the DycheBall that I saw at Everton and Burnley just yet. Is that because he's changing his profile because he's got better players than he had at Burnley and Everton?
Maybe.
Or is it because he still hasn't taken out the systems from the previous managers? I don't know. I think it's still early days. But yeah, as Mark says, whatever ball it is, they show you.
Cool.
It was like,
who would you rather, if you could choose,
Man United.
If you could choose, pick your poison for the rest of the season between DycheBall, AngeBall, or Nuno, who do you take? Really, answer it.
I take AngeBall in the attack, 100%.
But if you could only choose one for the whole lot, for the rest of the season,
I'd say Nuno ball, bro. Nuno ball.
Yeah,
Nuno ball's better than DycheBall. It's more organized than AngeBall. The thing that annoys me is, like, when you look at AngeBall, why does it always called manager than ball, by the way? I don't know why that's the thing, but anyway, when you look at handball, bro, there were some games where we were just playing sensational football, and then other games where you're like Milenkovic is playing right wing, you had freaking Zinchenko playing cam. It was just all over the place. But you do wonder, like, if Ange had been given a got in with a pre-season, like we could have seen some sexy football. But it is what it is. But Nuno for me is like that safe pair of gloves, that safe pair of hands, where you know what you're gonna get. And he was starting to change his style. I would say against Brentford in our first game, it was really good in the first half. He doesn't normally press, but against Brentford, we pressed. We went 3-0 up at halftime and everything. And I'm there thinking, right, saying keep this coming. Going to be a cracking season. Who we fighting for the title kind of thing. I was joking, but you know what I'm saying? It was that good. And then it just all the politics hit, and then here we are, man. Here we are 6 points later. 6 points later, Nuno's winning at West Ham. Take over. By the way, that his first win at Forest was 3-1 away to Newcastle, so he just mirrored that score. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just think right now it's quite open at the bottom, even though there is a bit of a gap. But I do look at your running and think, where are the points? That's what I would assume you're worried about. Like, do you see a bit of a dry month coming up?
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be tough, but I do think we will get a surprise point victory against one of the better sides. It always happens, right? You go into the game not expecting anything, you know, and you nick one. You know, I think that will happen. I did want to ask you, Wolfie. Obviously, there's been a lot of churn with the squad. Like, who's impressed you the most in, you know, this season from the new signings? You've had McAtee, Callum Mwendo, Bakwa. There's been loads of new faces. Has any of them lit it up, or are you still waiting for them to get started?
This won't be a long segment, bro. Just in case you'd like penciled this in for like 10 minutes or something.
It's all good. It's all good. Take all the time you need.
Not much time. They've all looked quite crap. I'd say Savona has started to impress the right back in the last couple of games. Douglas
Who's that? Sorry,
Savona. He's like the Italian Dan Burn, man. He's like 6'6", right back. Looks like he should be playing centre back, and he's done all right in the last couple of games. He's been okay. Now, when I'm saying impressive, man, I'm setting the bar low here, right? Douglas Luiz has impressed me, like properly impressed me, but he just can't stay fit. He's got this chronic hamstring injury. Jesus has been decent in the Europa League and hold up play in the league. Then help me out, chat. From the new ones, that's it. We haven't seen Hutchinson. Bakwa's been injured.
Where's Hutchinson been then? Is he not been picked?
What is just beef, man? I want to see him. He played against Swansea in the League Cup match.
Scored,
and he was cooking. Huh?
Didn't he score?
No, he got an assist. But he was cooking on that left side. And then he's had a couple of cameo appearances. And this is our record summer signing of 37 million for that window. Bro, we just haven't seen him because of the politics, man. He's Edu's boy and all this shit and what have you. I just want to see him play. So I want to see him play. I want Backward to play, but he's been rubbish when he has played, but he's injured. Who else we signed? I can't even think of the McAtee.
What about Igor Jesus? Is it?
He's been decent. He's been very good in the Europa League. He scored 3 goals in the Europa League. He hasn't scored in the Premier League. Probably should have had 1 or 2, but in general, his hold-up play has been good. He just needs a couple of goals. And then I think he kicks on. But yeah, McAtee, bro, he played 2 games and he was utter garbage.
Really?
But I just don't think he's had time to settle in. Like, he played early doors, I think 1 under Nuno and 1 under Ange, and then we haven't seen him since. So I'm hoping he plays tomorrow night. Oh, Ndoye's played. Ndoye I don't rate. I'm not rating Ndoye at all. And they seem to favor him because he's decent defensively. But they're there. John Victor's and Zinchenko's been absolute crap. You know how people always politically correct say you never want a player injured and what have you. He's been out for a couple of weeks and we played better. So speedy recovery, Zinchenko. Take your time though. Where he just over inverts and he can't defend. I do have an agenda apparently against Ndoye. Yeah. The man can't cross. I was told he was quick. I never thought he was quick in Serie A. And like he looks about your pace, Joe. He's not quite my pace. He's more your pace than my pace. So, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't look that quick. But yeah, no, I don't have a gender against him. I do have an agenda against Zinchenko. I don't want Zinchenko.
Why though? Is that not just coming from the Arsenal hype and all that? Because he's a good fucking player, man. He's a good player.
He's a good midfielder, Joe. He's not a good defender.
Right. Okay. Are they still playing him left?
They're playing him at left back.
Right.
And then he just invert. I mean, most of his games are under Ange, so the fullbacks do invert anyway. But bro, he can't defend. He can't. I would put a mannequin at left back ahead of him. I think they'd get in the way more of the ball than he does. He's so bad, man. And I got all the Gunners saying to me, yeah, thanks, man. We never have to see him again. His contract's up at the end of the year and what have you. I'm like, we've sent better loans back in January, so don't you lot get too excited, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens with him. But now, in general, man, the new signings are flattered to deceive. If I'm being fully objective on it, it's some of the old names are doing really well. Nico Williams for me has been our best player. He's
good player though, isn't he? He's a good player.
Bro, he was so crap when he first came. I wrote him off in the first season, and he's proven me wrong. And Anderson is obviously getting all the headlines. Those are the two main ones. Outside of that, I think Milenkovic has been average. Murillo's been struggling with fitness. Who else we got? Hudson-Odoi looks out of form.
What about Sells, mate? Can we talk about Sells? Because obviously last season he was like the
Golden
best
glove.
keeper and all that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
I would drop Sells for the Europa League game and bring him back for the Premier League game against you. My issue with Sells is that he's a stay on his line kind of goalkeeper, which our biggest problem right now. How good are you at corners, by the way?
It's actually one of our positives this season, mate, is our corners. Joe Rodon scored a couple of goals from them as well. So I would say that's certainly an area of our game that's improved massively coming into the Premier League, 100%.
Great. I was hoping you'd say the
Why are you poor at them?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Do apologize.
Shockingly bad. I'd say the biggest problem from corners is that, you know how, say you get a corner. So we get a corner against you. I would expect one of your big guys to act as that protection on the keeper to separate the player that's meant to lock the keeper down from it. We don't do that. We never put our player on the opposition player as that little kind of sandwich to free the keeper up. And Sells never comes off his line. Like, he needs to come off his line and command the 6-yard box. He doesn't, and that puts the pressure on on the defenders. And it's not so much it's the direct ones, it's the second ball pickups in and around the penalty spot, where say we've got the first contact on it or on the edge of the box. Worldies go in. Zubamendi scores from the edge of the box from a corner against us. Ahmed last week, I think Murillo got the first contact, edge of the box, he hits it. Sells puts it into his own net against Bournemouth the other week, even though that was never a corner. Casemiro scored a corner against us last week. Direct, that one was, because they didn't pick up their man and Sells didn't come out to command it. Corners are a huge, huge issue. I got told, well, Dyche is in, so overnight corners will be solved. No, Nuno came in and sorted corners. We had massive corner issues under Cooper. Nuno came in and sorted it out. He bought Milenkovic, sorted it out. Suddenly Milenkovic can't jump. So from dead balls have cost us. I don't know if my chat would agree with me, but at least 10 points in the Premier League. At least.
Really?
Most of our collapses have been from either free kicks or corners. Like, in-game defending's not too bad, but dead balls horrific.
What are your aspirations for this season now? Obviously, you're like me. You know, you get your chest out. You're giving it Europe. Going to win Europe, get Champions League next year, and all that. And some of it's a bit, some of it's a bit tongue in cheek. Some of it's real. But now, obviously, with the start to the season, are you thinking, my God, you know, we'd go well to get, 14th now? Where's your head at?
I'd say there's a lot of. I mean, I'm looking at what my lot are saying, staying up, 17th, and all this. I still think it's too early just to call it at that. I wouldn't mind us focusing on the Europa League to win that. Bro, I look at some of the teams in there. They are dustier than Spurs, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like they are really bad. We should be able to win that. I say Villa is our biggest challenge in there. We're just going to lose tomorrow now. I've said that. I don't think top 10 is still out of the question. I'm saying that with the croaky voice. I honestly don't think, because like if I was looking at someone sent me this table. I think it was Jay. Shout out to Jay. Basically, if you look at if I send you this, can you bring it up?
Yeah, possible, man.
Because this is quite interesting. We need to have a little chat about this. I don't want to see it. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. This is a comparison of 10 games in from last season versus 10 games in this season. And if you have a look at the teams that were down there, I mean, we know we've talked about it many a time throughout the season: Crystal Palace, Everton, Wolves, those teams. They were really behind the curve. Now, what's horrific to see is where Forest were last season compared to this season. So I don't think, yeah, there you go. So if you have a look at that, right, Forest, we were third on 19 points. We'd be second in the league right now, bro. We just matched.
So you were third last year, yeah? And now you're 19th.
Yeah, look at the goal difference swing, by the way, +7 to -12.
Wow.
I mean, seriously. Yeah, but what the point I'm making here, look at Wolves. They were on
look at Wolves.
Points.
Wow, yeah, there was
3 points. Then they went on this mini run, I think around January, February time, where they won, I think 5 games in a row. And that basically saved them from relegation. Look at Crystal Palace, 17th on 7 points. They ended up 12th, as they normally do, and won the FA Cup. So I still think the table isn't as clear cut as a lot of people think. Now, what's interesting is if you look at 17th Palace compared to Burnley 17th, there's a +3 on the points already. So there's a bigger gap already between the 17ths across the board, which tells you that the points are more well spread this season, even though the leaders are on the same points. So I don't think there's too much there that is still malleable. Look at Newcastle; they were 11th at the time with 15 points, end up in Champions League. Spurs were 7th with 16 points and end up 17th.
Yeah,
so all this like Sunderland glazing and Bournemouth glazing going on. You know what I'm saying? There's still quite a lot of things that can change on this table. So back to your question, where do I think Forest can end up? I still think we could end up anywhere between like 9th and 13th, something like that. With it, but we've got to rectify the season with the Europa League. You can't invest 220+ million in the summer and not digress, but fall off a cliff edge and do what you did. And by the way, we only technically lost Elanga from the first team lineup last year. So that's the thing with me, man. That's the thing. I still think, yes, it can be rectified, but it has to start this weekend. There's been a lot of kick the can down the road. Oh, okay, Man U were in form. Oh, Sunderland are in an informed team. Apparently, every team we play is in form. At some point, Forest needs to be the informed team, and it has to start tomorrow and this weekend, bro.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because everyone who's doubting Farker at the minute, every team we play is when we get a positive result, it's because they're shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only because West Ham are shit, and it's like, come on now, like, let's give the manager some credit. But yeah, I mean, it's a massive game for us, considering.
Yeah, look what Oliver says. I mean, that's an interesting point. 2nd, 17th was 16 points last year. 2nd to 17th this year is 9 points. So the points are being spread. I mean, this is a point you made, fair play to you, in the summer when you were talking about the likes of United and Spurs. Do you remember what you were saying? Like, more teams, they will take more points off teams than they did last year, which spreads
points
around a bit more. So I think you were right in what you were saying.
Yeah.
on that. And I think we see that continue.
Yeah. Be interesting. I mean, what have you made to Leeds? I know you would have seen a lot of them. A lot of our games were on the same time and stuff, but are you surprised? I mean, could you say it's a good start? 11 points after 10 games. No team's gone down with that. So that's a positive omen. But I think for Leeds fans, it's the fact that yourselves, West Ham, have really good squads. Maybe not so much West Ham actually, but they have better squads than ours. So all it takes is, a decent manager to get it right, and you'll start to climb up the table.
I think you lot should be more than happy with where you are. Ecstatic, I would say. Like, come on, man. We all come up when we get promoted with delusions of grandeur. Because I remember when Forest came up and finished third under Frank Clark, and you're like, yeah, man, Premier League's all going to be the same. I'm sure you got loads of fans that will say, oh, your time in the Championship was just a blip. Before that, you were spending a couple of seasons in the Premier League, the Elsa settings, and what have you. I think reset buttons need to be hit. It's easier said than done. I'm talking about mindset here. I think your start has been excellent. I'd swap your point tally with us any day of the week.
Of course,
any day of the week. You got some players that have impressed me as well. And I think your organization, and that's why I was surprised you conceded so many against Brighton. Because one thing I've never felt that you were going to do was get slapped this season. It felt like it was going to be quite, if you're going to lose a game, you're going to lose it by the odd goal. Like that Spurs game, for example. They got 2 deflected goals to beat you to your one kind of deflected goal. The one who's really impressed me is, did I say his name? Okafor. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah.
He just looks like someone on the wing who's driving in, looks quite confident, ready to take on a defender, and things like that. I've been impressed with him.
Yeah, it's good.
I think Calvert-Lewin has been okay. I think he's probably stayed fit, which is an advantage to you guys. So if he gets a run of games in, you think back to the times where he had his purple patches at Everton, for example, and could score the goals. But I think that's where you're lacking, is that goal scoring department. So,
100%.
Yeah, 100%. If it's a game where it's a bit of a basketball match, one team's going to score 2. I think if a team scores 2 or so against you, I feel you'll do well to just about get a draw in that. I feel you've got a goal or 2 tops in your game. Obviously, there will be exceptions to the rule, but that's where I think you're lacking. But I don't think that's a bad thing if you can keep your defensive solidity intact. And that's why I think, yes, I know Brighton and what have you, but I just think that's a little bit worrying that you conceded 3, wasn't it, against them? Whereas you've been quite tight in other games with better teams than Brighton.
Yeah.
And that's like where I think, has there been any change in his style? Is he feeling under more pressure to try and chase some goals because the goal tally isn't quite there? But a boring 0-0 or a boring 1-0 win is enough. Get through this season. 17th plus is absolutely perfect. Do you know what I'm saying? The difference between 17th and 10th is just the millions you get, the 1.5 million per position. You're not getting Europe in 10th. You're not getting Europe in 17th.
No.
It don't matter. But what you are getting is another 100 million, another season in the Premier League, another rebuild or tweaking to the squad. Exactly. So I think I'd be very happy if I was a Leeds fan with where you are. I think the questions will be about the style of the football. I would assume in the fan base, there's, could we play better? Could we be more expansive? Could you be a bit more, risking losing to win a game? That kind of thing. Yeah. I would say that's probably conversations, but those are the conversations you expect in most fan bases. We have them in ours as well. But in general, bro, you've been quite solid. The back's been good.
Yeah.
Longshaft has come in. We know he's Prem level anyway. He did it at Newcastle. Looks okay, but boringly okay, doing his thing in midfield. So yeah, in general, I'd be quite happy if I was you. I think Dan James still injured, isn't he? Is he out?
Well, he came off the bench, mate. He's not looked great at all. I can't lie to you. He's not looked great at all.
That's the one that surprised me, because if you are playing a bit deeper, you want that. He's almost your Elanga with that pace. Do you know what I mean? That creates that threat. But then you guys beef up about Aronson all the time, don't you? Like, I know your fan base either love or hate.
They don't like him, yeah. They don't like him, mate. Obviously, I back him, to be honest.
You back
mate.
everyone, no Joe.
I know I feel harsh on them though, innit? I like an underdog, Wolfie. That's why I like you, mate. Do you know what I mean? I like an underdog, man, an underdog story. But
if you're looking at him objectively, do you think he's been good enough, Aronson?
I mean, he's been one of our better players this season. But that's an indictment of how good our squad is. It's pretty shit, if I'm honest. No, it is, honestly, mate. Honestly.
All right, so let me ask you the question then, right? Talk me through your typical starting 11 and who you think's strong and where you think the weakness is. Then.
We're good at fullback. We're good at fullback. Both Bogle and Goodmanson are very good defensively and going forward. Maybe Goodmanson not too good defensively. Rodon's great at centre back. Depends who partners him. On his day, Ampadu can be very good. Longstaff and Stack and Tanaka, they can do a job. Like you say, Okafor is our ace. He's our ace in the pack. The rest, mate, leave a lot to be desired. If I'm honest, and yeah, look, that's why I'm not too critical of the manager, because I'm not quite sure the squad's good enough. And that's what will take us down. But I just want to get to January still being outside the relegation zone. If we can do that, then I think the manager's done a great job. And then we have to give him some more players. Ideally a right winger, 10, maybe even another striker. I don't think they will get another striker for what it's worth, but
don't praise Bogle too much.
I've seen it in the chat. He's a Derby player, isn't he? It's coincidentally he was part of the Derby side that dumped us out of the playoff that time under Frank Lampard. So,
did he go to Sheffield United as well?
Yeah, he was at Sheffield United. They told us he were rubbish, but he's not. He's arguably been now. Well, over the last couple of seasons.
Teams, bro. It ticks all those boxes, man.
Okay, but
so with that in mind, then. Why is there so many debates? So would you say that the Leeds fan base would be in agreement that your squad hasn't been strengthened well enough in the summer?
Yes, I think they would say that, yeah. But they still think, look, it's always the vocal minority in it. So if you were to poll Leeds fans, I don't know where they would lie in terms of fark in, fark out, but the ones that want him out are always more vocal. You get so many people, you'll know yourself, that sit and just watch YouTube, don't bother commenting. But I think he's done a good job. I don't know what else people expected of him, if I'm honest, mate, because where else are we supposed to be? We're outside relegation zone, we're winning for me. As long as we're outside relegation zone, we're winning.
So, just for my lot that maybe haven't seen a lot of Leeds, what is Farke's style? Like, is he defensive?
We like to possess the football. We look for high turnovers. Chance creations at a premium relay, but I think that's down to the personnel, if I'm being totally honest. Play with the 3-man midfield that's robust, look to win duels, is competitive, combative. A lot of the play will come down the wings with the fullbacks overlapping, underlapping. But we haven't scored a lot of goals, mate, and we haven't been defending to the best of our ability of late. But the facts are we don't actually concede a lot of XG against, and the XG numbers, the stats actually say we're doing all right, but the facts are we can't finish, and we keep letting in cheap goals, and that's the problem that we have. I think the last time I checked, we were like 4th for XG against, but then we're 17th for actual goals conceded. So that tells me that's a goalkeeping and defending issue.
How's the new keeper been? How's he been? Because I rated him at Lyon. Has he settled in yet?
It's a bit, but jury's still out, mate. Jury's still out. Yeah. And our striker can't score, can he? That's the facts.
Yeah, but do you think he will score once he settles in, properly gets?
I don't
he's had how many games? He's had a decent amount of games so far this season.
Yeah, he's fit. That's the main thing. He's fit, mate. We doubt. Without, sorry, DCL, it's 10 times worse because the other two behind him are of the level. Pirro, he's not a Prem player, man.
Get Bamford back.
Well, we have the spicy Bamford in Calvert-Lewin. The better dressed Bamford in Calvert-Lewin. That's what we've got. Serious. They're the same player, Wolfie. They're the same player, I swear to God.
Bloody hell, man. Is this going to be one of those old school 90s games, man?
We just needed a gunman. We needed someone to score goals, man, and we don't have it. We just don't
But
have
are
it.
you creating the chances if you had a gunman for them to score the goals? And this is always a debate. Like, I say, like, I feel Jesus should have got a couple of goals in the Premier League. But then my chat will say, yo, how do you expect him to score? We haven't provided him with any chances. It becomes the whole chicken and the egg thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, you in that chicken, are you providing DCL with enough chances?
Probably not. Probably not, mate. Not as many as we should, no, if I'm being honest. It's hard, man, because the squad's not there. And we can't even change it mid-game. We can't exactly go, let's put a 10 in there and go 4-2-3-1 and try attack a little more. I tried to do that against Brighton, but again, playing Aronson in the 10 in the Premier League, it's not really great. So we are going to a sword fight with a blunt knife, if you know what I mean. Like, at the end of the day, unfortunately, I don't think they've assembled the squad as good as they would have liked. Look, Nonto might be back. Maybe we get James on form. But I just think, for me, it's fingers crossed. Sorry, Wolfie, mate. Fingers crossed till January, and let's see where we're at. And if we're there come January, then we spend some money and hopefully climb away from the bottom three.
I don't know, man. I think, like, would you say your setup is like a 4-1-4-1 kind of setup?
No, it's 4-3-3, man.
So it's 4-3-3. So he'll put 3 in the middle.
Yeah. It'll be Ampadu, Stack, and Longstaff, I think.
See, this is what worries me with Douglas Luiz potentially out. I think he'll rest Anderson for tomorrow's game. So Anderson will be fit. I think Forest, Sean Dyche been playing 4-2-3-1. I don't think we're good enough to play 4-2-3-1 in the midfield. I think we need 3 in there, especially when we come against a midfield 3. We'll just get overrun. That's my worry. So if you're playing a 3-man midfield, I wouldn't actually be surprised if you dominated possession. Anderson hasn't travelled.
We tend to do anyway, mate. We tend to have more possession even when we're getting beat, you know, because the manager always go, oh, well, we had more possession, but it's like, right, well, what did we do with it?
Nicky Joe's always tired.
Yeah,
it's not just me boring. I mean, that doesn't help, Nicky, but it just...
I am, honestly, I'm always tired. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You see, this is what happens in the YouTube world, right? We don't just get to press the live button, the setup, there's discussions, this, that, and the other, and what have you. But yeah, 7-1 to Forest. No, 7-3, wasn't it? Remember that game?
Was that Dexter Blackstock and
McCleary?
And who was the manager? It was the O'Driscoll, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then
you sacked him a couple of days after as well.
Yeah, that was around the time.
Who was that guy? Was that Fawaz?
Fawaz, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he's like, you know, when people are asking me, like, why do you back Marinakis and why do you back? I don't even open the door of, should I go back to Fawaz, man? The guy who, man, he doesn't even get up before midday. He never knew what a boardroom meeting was. When he sat in boardroom meetings, he was playing Candy Crush on his phone. There was rumors that he'd bugged managers' offices so he could hear. Bro, this guy was like, he didn't pay electricity bills, he didn't pay nothing, man. But yeah, let's cuss Marinakis down when that's happened. That was the one where you went ahead, didn't you? And then Guardiola scored. Was it the Worldie, that one? Yeah.
Guadiara, is it?
Guadiara? Yeah, the Algerian man. I liked him. He went to Palace in the end.
I actually watched that. I watched that in my mate's house in Stockton. If he's watching this, Patrick Wood, he's a Forest fan, and him and his dad are Forest fans.
Patrick.
I actually went and watched it in their house and had to watch them goals go in. It was bad. Yeah, I remember.
Man, I don't think I could deal with the 7-3, man. It would be like
just walked out.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
we got a good record against you, especially at home.
Yeah, you do, man. I don't remember the last time we beat you at the City Ground. I can't lie.
Someone in the chat will know. Someone in the chat will know.
Honestly,
last time we played, you beat us.
Am I right in saying
that was your cocky "we're staying up" moment? I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Fucking hell, that was brutal, bro.
How did you blow it from there, bro? Because I think you went like 4 or 5 points clear of us.
Who was the manager at that point? Was it Gracia then or Jesse Marsh?
Yeah. You had Garcia, whatever his name was.
Gracia.
We had Cooper. Cooper was like on the verge. I thought he was done after that game.
Yeah.
And we took the lead.
Yeah. I think I always remember Palace. I think it was 1-1 or maybe 0-0, and then at half time something. Everyone said nothing happened, but after that goal, after half time they scored like 5, and we just crumbled, and it was like something had happened at half time, man.
I remember that game. That
was
crazy, man. And then Big Sam came in.
Yeah, Big Sam, mate. It was crazy.
Well, I keep forgetting to ask you, Joe. Did you have 3 managers that season or 4?
4.
Serious? Who did you start with? Jesse Marsh.
Oh God, man, Jesse Marsh. Then we had an interim who's now.
Oh, is that where the 4th comes from? Okay.
It was a Lincoln City boss. Now I think he's still at Lincoln. Scubala he was called. We gave him 2 games. Then we had Gracia, and then we had Allardyce. I actually think, had we have give the job Allardyce before we appoint... So basically, how it went, I think Angus Kinnear had contacted Allardyce about taking the job before we gave it Gracia. And I actually believe, had we have appointed Allardyce then, I think potentially we could have stayed up. But what they did is they went Gracia and then they went Allardyce. So.
It's weird how Sam Allardyce and Dyche literally have the same part of the name and play the same style. And the
management
has the same title. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Leeds shouldn't have gone down that season. Leeds should have gone down that season if it wasn't for Rafinha. Bro, Rafinha was just levels, man. He was disgustingly good, man. He still is. He is, man. He's
unbelievable.
Yeah. Is he the best player? Who's the best player you've seen? Would you put him right up there?
Yeah, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, he's that good. Yeah.
Like ahead of your Boas, Vidukas.
Yeah, I think so, mate. Yeah, he was different.
Smiths.
Yeah, he's different gravy. Definitely. Okay,
you're making me tired now.
Yeah, no, we need to bring this.
If we do some score prediction
to an end, like Leeds have to get something. I could see 1-1, but I'm gonna stick my neck out and say Leeds United win 2-1, just due to the fact we've got so much rest period that you're on a away trip to Stumgras. And City Ground, yeah. I'm gonna go 2-1 Leeds United. How do you see it happening, man? It's gonna be stinking though.
It's gonna be stinky, man.
It'll be a terrible game.
Like, I think you didn't watch along on Sunday.
Yes, of course, yeah.
I think I'll keep sending my chat in to wake you up, and you need to send yours into mine to wake me up. I think it's gonna be one of those games, man. This could be 0-0 or 1-0.
Yeah, definitely, it could be 0-0.
It's gonna be stinky.
I take that though. Would you see that as a negative result, Wolfie?
Yeah. Well, not the 1-0. No,
0-0 though.
The 0-0, just because of where we are now. I think enough's enough. Like, stop taking the piss. They got to start winning some games. Yeah, as Sai says, the atmosphere could be bouncing. I mean, there's always a bit of needle when it's Forest.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah,
there's always needle. So, like, as much as we like each other, or pretend to like each other on screen, we're gonna have to hate each other on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think if we win tomorrow, we beat you. I think we can carry that momentum in. So I'm gonna go 1-0. Stinky 1-0. I don't know how we keep a clean sheet though. As long as you don't get a corner, that's my worry.
Corner. I'm gonna go 2-1 with that corner. Joe rolled on. Yeah, man.
Wait, Mark, you're saying 4-1, Mark, right? We scored 7 goals all season, Mike. We're gonna score 60% of our season's goals in one game. You might as well say 7-3, bro. Seriously.
We've conceded against 3 against Brighton, 5 against Arsenal. It could happen.
Can't see it. You two should do a joint watch along on Sunday. It'd be a good stream, man. Do you know how hard joint watch alongs to do? Yeah, but we'll send. We'll you lot in the chat. You guys can.
Yeah, whoever's winning, if we score, I'll be sending people over to Wolfie and vice versa. 100%.
Yeah, so Joe will be seeing a lot more than I will.
We shall see.
It begins. All right, should we wrap up, bro? Get our other work done.
Yeah, man, it's time for me to go to sleep, I think.
Yeah.
But thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you go over
to go and subscribe on yours.
Yeah, and you
they will. They're good people, my people. As are yours.
Nottingham Forest Fan TV, the one-stop shop for everything Forest. We call him Mr. Wolfie, just like Mr. Maranakis. That's his name around here. And yeah, make sure there you go. We always win. Wolfie always wins, apart from on Sunday.
It says, what you can't see here is the jack shit bit.
Loz, thank you, because I will be going to sleep. Genuinely, I'm knackered. So thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow on my channel. Wolfie will be doing a watch log of the Forest game.
Oh yeah, you on pods tomorrow?
Yes, you for a brief period,
for a bit before our game.
Yeah. Actually I'm going to watch your game intently.
Good luck staying awake on that if you're this time.
Right, folks, we shall see you in a bit. Thank you all. Bye-bye.